Alrighty, hi everyone. Welcome to today's free virtual yoga class for our True Beauty yoga classes. So all about empowering women from the inside out through yoga, essential oil, beauty and lifestyle tips. So we are with all of our amazing students today, and we kind of came up with a cool little title for this class because I know basically what I was trying to say, and I really wanted to have it come across in the class, by balancing with our oils. So this is yoga for ambitious flow, okay? So we have a really nice balance that's going to start to happen during the class. We have some awesome tunes that we're going to be rocking out to during the class. So thank you once again, Monica, my DJ, for the yoga classes. And you guys, the inspiration for today's class is really, I do a lot of my doTERRA wellness consults, as you guys all know. And it's just been crazy how much stress has come up recently for a lot of people. It's obviously very common for people. A lot of anxiety and things like that also come up. But I had a wellness consult today. This came up, and also I had two other ones, one at the end of last week, and then earlier this week, and they were talking about how they're very driven, and I can definitely relate to that, right? Being very driven, having all these dreams, having all these goals, no matter what your dreams are. It could be career goals, it could be relationship goals, it could be creative goals, whatever it is for you, on all levels, and really just being able to balance that out with also being present and being in the moment. So it is a fine balance, it really is, and it's one of those things where you want to make sure that you are going after your goals with that inner strength and that confidence, but you're also taking time to reflect and to recharge. That's really the key word here, is recharging. So yoga is a way of recharging, right? We're centering ourselves. So it's important to have that balance. I recently just did a Facebook Live video, and I focused on the power of peppermint oil, which is really equivalent to your inhale, right? And lavender oil, which is equivalent to your exhale, creating that beautiful balance, that beautiful equilibrium. So be sure to check out that video if you have not done so already. So today's oils kind of go hand in hand with that, but it's a step further. So we're going to focus on Motivate oil, which I already gave to all the girls here, and then mixing that with lavender oil. So this is a really unique blend. Motivate oil is associated with basically our orange chakra, okay? So this is right down here around the belly button area, and that's going to be associated with our creative outlet, our creativity. It kind of starts to seep into our fulfillment and that ambition as well. There is peppermint in Motivate. So it has clementine in there, it has melissa oil, which is very healing, and it has basil in here, which is kind of unique actually. And as I put it on here on my wrist, basil oil is really good for mental and emotional fatigue. Okay, so this is where it's going to be really good for if you're just going nonstop, and even if you're ambitious or driven, but you need to be recharging your batteries. Basil oil is the go-to. You could use it pure, just pure basil, or my favorite is in Motivate. Okay, so 1 to 3 drops as normal on our wrist here. Rub your wrists together, and then what we're going to do is mix it with lavender oil. So lavender oil is going to be really good for just kind of calming the nervous system, for really being equivalent to your exhale. I'm just rubbing it all along the shoulders, on the neck, just kind of closing my eyes, becoming more present, rubbing it on the temples here, up in the hairline. And lavender is just going to really help you so that when you are recharging your batteries, you're taking time to go within. You're taking time to be lost in the moment and to slow down. And that's what yoga reminds us of doing, is being fully present, right? And not living in the future, which constantly creates anxiety in our body, right? So that can create the shortness of the breath, the tightness in the chest that comes up in a lot of these wellness consults. Lavender is going to help you to relax that and really just slow down and be more present. But you're not going to be like falling asleep because you have that Motivate oil to balance it out, okay? So once you're feeling comfortable here, of course, if you do have these oils at the house, or wherever you're practicing today, make sure that you do put them on so you can really join us in this flow, this ambitious flow. And just start to slow down. As always, you guys, if you are interested in learning more about doTERRA or getting these oils at 25% off or doing a wellness consult, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to do a one-on-one with you and really guide you to the right essential oils for you, okay? So as you start to just become more present here, just start to slowly close the eyes, and I just want you to find your own flow state here. Just kind of let the shoulders create somewhat of an infinity symbol, but just let it be sort of slowing down here. So slow motion. And just start to focus on your breath. I'm just going to let the hands sort of fall wherever they may. They might be palms facing down. They might have palms facing up. And just start to connect to your creativity. So if you think of the root word of creativity, it's to create, to manifest. So just start to connect to what it is that you're creating in your life. And remember, this could be certain career goals, but this could also just be the lifestyle, your ideal lifestyle that you're creating. The relationships that you're creating. Maybe a certain community. Just connecting with others. And just start to allow your hips to kind of slather a little bit in here. So it's almost kind of like you're dancing as you're in comfortable seated position. Remember, we do have the right foot in front. And just start to release the day. So deep exhale. Start to just move your neck a little bit, swaying back and forth. So again, just try not to overthink this. Just let yourself flow. So part of that ambition, which can be beautiful, it's kind of the upside of anxiety sometimes, is that ambition, but sometimes it can really get almost kind of short circuit a little bit and create really not so good feelings, that kind of tightness in the chest or feeling just really off. So just allow yourself to be more present here. We're going to slowly start to press our hands into one another. So we're bringing our hands to prayer position and just start to just flow here with the hands. So you might move the shoulders a little bit more. This always kind of reminds you of like a walk like an Egyptian type of thing. So you can like move your hands up above the head. Just kind of let yourself be free here. Sometimes we overthink, especially in social situations. We're so concerned about, what everybody thinks. And this is why it's so wonderful to dance. We let ourselves just kind of allow ourselves to let go. So your eyes are closed, no one's looking at you, especially if you're at home, if you're by yourself. Just kind of let yourself go here a little bit. And start to bring in your Ujjayi breath when you're ready. So your Ujjayi breath, remember that Hasana, that deep belly breath. You want to be able to hear that deep belly breath really deeply through the back of the throat. Relax the belly. And deep exhale when you're ready. So release the day. Beautiful. So just slowly start to intertwine the fingers here and just create a little bit of almost like a wave here. Relax the body. And we're going to slowly start to move into our passion here. So start to just move the hands back and forth. So bring that heat in the body. And just start to align the chakras. So start with the shoulders back so that we're listening to our heart here, okay? So really connecting to the highest version of ourselves and really what our calling is here. So to lower the chin just a little bit so we connect again to that highest version of the self. And then start to move into the lower chakras here. Start to then tilt the tailbone, engage the core, and really start moving the fingers fast. So we want to really bring some warmth, some passion to the fingertips here. That's how we branch out and reach others. That's that ambition. So just start to move some energy there into the fingertips, into our ability to create, to manifest. And just start to think of what it is that you create that allows you to get into your flow state. So for some people, this could be reading, it could be writing, journaling, it could be painting, it could be working out in nature. I mean, it's so different for everybody. So just think of what puts you in your flow state here. Aren't you getting a little tired? A little bit faster. And slowly release the hands. Just allow the palms to be facing up. And just start to lower the chin down. We're going to take a nice deep inhale as we exhale. So we'll have a little bit of energy in the hands now. We're going to start to bow forward. So just be really open here. Allow the hips to open. If you work at a desk or anything like that, this might kind of make the low back call out a little bit. So just be open. But try not to overly push it. And then see how far you can go down here. So here you might want to go where you're pushing your limit a little bit. The full expression, we're bringing our forehead all the way down. So that's that intuition all the way down towards the ground. And then we're going to reach our hands behind us here. Okay, so I'll move to the side so everyone can see what it looks like. And we're still with that right foot in front. We start to bow forward, opening all through our hips, through our stability. This is our abundance, our self-confidence. And just start to relax the shoulders. Palms are facing up. Deep exhale, relax the heart. And just take a few breaths here. Try not to let the mind think of anything at all here. So something you can do to really just allow the mind to let go is just think of clouds in the sky on a beautiful day. And just when you see clouds kind of slowly pass by, that's what you want to focus on here. So that slow motion. Focus on the blue of the sky as you start to exhale, relax. Let the heart sink a little bit deeper. And just allow the breath to sound like the ocean here as we just reflect. So sometimes, especially if you have that inner drive or that ambition, we're kind of on to the next thing, or we're kind of speeding ourselves up, so it's really important to balance that by allowing ourselves to slow down. One of the biggest things I hear in wellness consults with that stress and that ambition is not enough time. So really important. And ironically, we tend to actually increase more time in our day when we take time to slow down. So just think about when you get enthralled in something and it seems like time kind of starts to slow down. That's what we want here. So focusing on the breath, we're going to slowly start to reach the hands towards one another. So what we're moving towards is we're connecting our thumbs together, okay? So this is kind of the root chakra, the root to who we are. And then also our index fingers together here. And then go ahead and just relax. See if you can reach back. See if you can go a little bit further forward here. So we're just stretching a little bit deeper through the hips. And start to just move into your gratitude here. So think of anything in your life that you're moving towards, you've made progress towards. This could be weight loss goals, this could be relationships, career goals. And just give gratitude for the progress that you've made. And remember, this can also be emotional goals. This can really kind of dig deep here. Beautiful. So as soon as you have that gratitude, slowly start to come up. One vertebrae at a time. You're going to feel that in the hips. And we're going to plant our hands behind us here. So we're keeping the hands in that same mudra. Okay, so we have the thumbs together and the index fingers together. And it kind of always reminds me of like our Hershey's Kiss type of shape. Okay, so what we're doing is we're connecting there. And then here we want to try to keep our feet as much as like this as possible. We're going to lift up the hips. So feel really strong here. This is going to work the arm muscles here, how we branch out and reach others. Okay, so connecting in an authentic way. Just start to lift the hips, open through the hips. That's our self-confidence. That's our sense of abundance, our family life, our fight or flight, which is linked to anxiety and things like that, depression. So slowly start to lift the chin, opening up and opening. Notice what we're opening here. It's our throat chakra. So this is how we connect with others or express ourselves creatively or connect in really an authentic way. So open up here even more. Stretching deeply through the heart, through the hips. And exhale. We're going to slowly start to lower our bottom down a little bit here. Okay, just really get comfortable. Make sure the wrists are okay. We're going to do this a few times. So find your flow state with your breath. Okay, so ambitious flow. So here we're lifting as we inhale. A little bit ambitious with the arm muscles here. And exhale, let go. So we're going to take this a step further. Chin to the sternum. Inhale, lift, open up all through the neck, lift the chin, and exhale down, lower the chin all the way down. Inhale, lift. Try a little micro bend in the elbows here. Very nice. So we're working the triceps. And exhale all the way down. So speeding it up. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Great breath. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. A little bit higher through the hips. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. A few more here. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Give the arms a little bit of a break. So we're going to put a giant diamond here. Okay, so same thing. Index finger together and thumbs together. And lower down. Deep exhale. Taking that time to recharge here. And inhale, slowly so we're going to drag the fingers up. So coming up one vertebrae at a time, reaching behind us, same thing. So this time we're going to have the left foot in front, okay? So creating balance in the body here. Feel really strong. Those arms are going to be pretty tired tomorrow, but it's a good thing. It's how we define the arms. Really, really nice for, kind of spring fashion coming up here. So inhale, lift, okay? So lifting up the hips a little bit higher this time, and exhale, chin towards the sternum. Inhale, lift, opening up through the chin, exhale. Inhale, lift, exhale. Now a little micro bend in the elbows. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Inhale, lift, exhale. Inhale, lift, exhale, lift. We're going to pause as we lift. Okay, so those arms are going to be calling out a little bit here. That's what we want. And then see if you can kind of work it here, where we start to bring our feet all the way out from underneath us as we're standing up. Easier said than done, okay? So then start to lift up the hips a little bit more here. It's kind of like a backwards right here. It's almost like you're doing table posture, okay? But lifting to the heart a little bit more. And start to relax the neck, okay? So just let the chin go back. Deep breath. And we do have the knees about as wide as the hips, okay? So that's a little secret here. It'll help to really just support all the joints. And exhale, lower all the way down. Very nice, you guys. So just shape up the arms. They're going to be calling out for sure. And close the eyes. Deep exhale. And slowly we're going to come onto our knees here, so moving into table posture. Okay, so I'm going to give those wrists a little bit of a break. So what we're going to do is come down to our forearms. Go ahead and intertwine the fingers, and just make sure here that you do have your elbows all the way to the very edge of the mat. That's really important, so you really feel solid here. If they're in too tight here, it's really going to kind of make your shoulders not have a lot of support. Okay, so here we have those elbows nice and wide. Start to lower our forehead down onto our intertwined fingers. Okay, look back at the knees. Make sure the knees are right below the hips, and make sure they're as wide as the hips as well. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale, tuck the toes, pressing up, so think downward facing dog here, okay? So we're really trying to bring our heels as close to the mat as you possibly can. Okay, again, working the arm muscles. Notice what we're working here. So how we reach out and connect with others, that ambition. And see if you can just start to press those heels all the way flat. You can bring the feet in a little bit. Start to lower the chin down. And just connect here. So by lowering the chin, we're connecting to the highest version of ourselves. Think of that lavender oil. Deep, slow inhale. Starting to build our confidence, starting to get into our rhythm. And exhale, bring the knees all the way down. Okay, so we're going to bring our fingertips out. So we have the hands nice and wide here. We're going to move onto our fingertips as long as that's comfortable for you. So just make sure we're being really aware, especially if you have some wrist issues. Sometimes that can ease it up a little bit. Move into downward dog at first, okay? Then we're going to bring our right foot forward, okay, so between the hands. And then moving into low lunge. So we have our left heel up in the air, okay? And then we want to make sure that right knee is right over the ankle. So just see how this feels here. So the key here is isometric movement. We want to have our right knee moving towards the center of the bottom, or the center of the body rather, and then our left knee doing the same thing. They're moving towards the midline, okay? And we're going to start with just our hands all the way down here. Just stare at kind of the right big toe is a really good focal point. Heel the back of the mat. Just notice how the body feels here. We're already working it. Move the knees towards one another, isometric movement. This slims the thighs. It lifts the butt up a little bit, nice little perk. And inhale, so we have those fingertips down. We're kicking the right leg up. And then exhale, lower down and opposite side. So now that left foot comes forward. And if it comes halfway, you guys, that's fine. Just gonna army crawl those toes forward. And exhale, start to ease into it a bit here. So then we have that left knee over the ankle, okay? We have that right heel kind of striding towards the back of the room. Knees towards the midline, and we're standing at that left big toe. Deep inhale, shoulders to the back of the room. And just pause. Beautiful. So start to kick that leg up towards the back of the room and slowly bring it down. We're going to start to walk to the front of the mat. But before we come all the way to the front, we kind of want to have almost like a small little downward facing dog here. We're just going to open through the hips a little bit more, so we do have our fingertips down and just stretch it out. So kind of move forward, move back. You can move up onto your tippy toes here. I always love that. Toes pop a little bit, kind of open up through the ankles. Think of walking your dog here. So we're going to open through the hips, kind of do a slow motion walk. Beautiful, and slowly start to walk to the front of the mat into half forward fold. So Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale all the way down, shoulders back, and inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, connecting up towards the sky, shoulders down the spine here. Okay, so make sure you don't get dizzy here. You can always look down to the ground if you need to. Deep inhale. And exhale. So we have the hands down in front of the heart, lift the elbows. Okay, so back to that flow state here. Just kind of let yourself flow back and forth. You can move your shoulders a little bit. Just keep those hands moving towards one another. So kind of just find your flow state here. Just try to keep your feet on the ground, you guys. You can move the hips. You can move the shoulders. So start to find your rhythm here. Find your breath. So we're going to move into sun salutation B here, okay? So what we're going to do is slowly pause. We're going to lift our hands up and sit back into Utkatasana, so chair posture. So Utkatasana here, what we want to do is we want to start to sit back. So you want to see the very edge of your big toe. So if you're really far forward like this, see if you can sit back a little bit more, okay? Your hips are going to let you know when you've gone too far. And then we want to reach up towards the sky. So what I see a lot is people will do this, where they're kind of reaching towards the sky. Make sure you get your shoulders down the spine, okay? Really important. So from here, don't spread yourself so thin. Really take care of your core. Make sure the knees are about as wide as the hips here, okay? And then tilt the tailbone just slightly. So taking care of that, think of that fight or flight. And exhale all the way down. The legs are going to go, whoo, thank you so much. Need a break. And inhale, half lift. Okay, so let's practice that a little bit. So inhale all the way up, reaching up. Okay, let's go into Utkatasana first. So sitting back in your chair, shoulders on the spine, tilt the tailbone, wide knees, and exhale all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. We're stepping back into plank. So you guys that are used to this, we've been doing this in our classes here, plank posture. One of the best postures for a really overall kind of body workout on a physical level. But really just that kind of that independence on a mental level, okay? So heels to the back of the mat, shoulders back, and slowly lower down into cobra. All the way down, let yourself just let go, pause, and exhale. Relax the lungs. Recharge. And inhale, lift when you're ready. Eyes are closed, elbows come in nice and tight. And exhale all the way down. So we're tucking the toes, press all the way back to downward facing dog. Okay, so this is that ambition here. So right when we're in downward facing dog, okay, the fun part, inhale, right foot comes forward, left at a 45-degree angle. And we're lifting right away into warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. So warrior 1, Right knee over the right ankle, left foot at a 45-degree angle. We're reaching up towards the sky and we're moving the hips. If they're kind of on an angle here, we're moving them towards the front of the room, okay? So this is definitely a little bit more strenuous than sun salutation A. You notice I'm a little bit more out of breath. That's because this definitely works cardio, a little bit more high calorie burn. Okay, so that ambition. So reaching towards the sky, shoulders down the spine, and exhale all the way down. Okay, so back to plank, heels to the back of the mat, lower down. We're going to stick with Cobra tonight, so inhale, lift. When you're ready, exhale, connect to your intuition. Very nice, find your flow state, press all the way back to down dog. Deep stretch, and right away, inhale, left foot comes forward, right at a 45-degree angle. And we're reaching up towards the sky. Shoulders down the spine, that left knee is over at the ankle, okay? Connect, and exhale. Bring the hands down, the pinkies to the edge of the mat, back to plank, heels to the back of the mat, little micro bend in the elbows here, and lower down, okay? Inhale, lift, toes together, heels apart, elbows in nice and tight. Very nice, and exhale, lower down, all the way back. So this is always my favorite here. The full inhale, full exhale. This is where you get to let go. Recharge, lower the chin. Just connect to how the body feels here, how the mind feels. Okay, so we're going to define our intention here. Whatever it is that you want, be very, very specific. So try not to be kind of general when you're defining your intentions. The universe kind of has a hard time manifesting that. Be very specific about your current goal. See if you can give it a deadline or a date. That's even better, okay? So we're going to inhale, walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat, half forward fold, and exhale all the way down, Uttanasana, or forward fold, shoulders back. Inhale, Utkatasana, so chair posture, we're bending our knees as we reach all the way up. So remember here, shoulders down the spine, tilt the tailbone, and inhale all the way up. Full circle. Beautiful, you guys. Feel your heart going, right? Yeah, we're doing a little bit more of a workout. So that ambition here, okay, mixed with that kind of serenity of getting in your zone, getting in that ambitious flow state. That's what you want here. So let yourself get into your artistic zone here, okay? Kind of let go, loosen up here. Again, it doesn't matter what you look like, just kind of get in your zone, get in your flow state. That's what matters. If you're overthinking this, that's what you don't want. So get in your zone, close your eyes, let loose, keep your feet on the ground. Deep inhale. We're going to bring our hands together. Think of that walk like an Egyptian, okay? So moving around. Okay, connect to your breath. See if you can slow down and just start to connect back to your breath. Think of those infinity symbols, okay? With the shoulders, with the hips. And inhale, reaching up, okay? Okay, so then what we're going to slowly do is start to bend the knees. Remember, we start with the bending the knees here. So Utkatasana, shoulders on the spine, tilt the tailbone. So this time we're going to have us connect our hands. I feel like we're in a really good space with our hands connected tonight. So let's go ahead and do that. Define your intention here before we move into sun salutation B again. So what is it that you want here? Define it with universe, God, higher self, please I want. You can also say please I desire. That's linked to our heart chakra. And see if you can give it a deadline if possible, or a date. Beautiful. Exhale all the way down, so straighten the legs. So we're going to define it 3 more times here. Deep fold. So we're grabbing on behind the ankles or the calf muscles, whatever you want to grab onto behind here, just avoid the knees. And pull the nose towards the knees. So basically forward fold, we're bending the body in half here. We're bending forward, okay? So bring the weight forward slightly. And exhale, deep stretch. So say your intention. We're going to do 2 more times here. What is it you want? Very clear. Deep dry breath. See if you can say it as loudly as possible in your head as you start to pull the nose a little closer. So it kind of sounds funny when you think of it that way, but you're almost like yelling your intention, being very clear in your mind as you press the shoulders back. This uses passion, which allows us to manifest it faster, okay? Beautiful. So coming full circle here, we're going to go back to chair posture, bending the knees. Stay in your flow state here, working the body. And exhale all the way down. And let's go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back. Heels to the back of the mat. And lower down, elbows are in. Inhale, lift. And exhale, connect to it all the way down. And going back to downward facing dog. So remember here, we don't pause very long. Inhale, right foot forward. Left foot, 45-degree angle. Warrior one. So reaching up towards the sky. You can connect your hands if that feels right. And exhale all the way down. Okay, so back to plank. Connect and lower down. Inhale, lift. Beautifully, guys. Exhale all the way down. All the way back. Downward facing dog. And right away. Left foot forward. Right foot at a 45-degree angle. Reaching towards the sky. Connecting. And exhale all the way back. You guys are in a great rhythm. Heels to the back of the mat. And lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, connect. And when you're ready, we're going to meet in downward facing dog. Full inhale. And exhale. Sink into the shoulders and pause. Lowering the chin towards the chest. And inhale, walk step or jump to the front of the mat to half forward fold. So we're gazing between the heels. And exhale all the way down. Inhale, bending the knees. Reverse swan dive into Uttanasana, chair posture. And exhale all the way up. Very nice, you guys. One more, okay? So inhale, bending the knees. Exhale all the way down. Find your flow state. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back. Heels to the back of the mat. And lower down. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, connect to a cushion. Elbows come in nice and tight. Press all the way back. And inhale. This is the hard part here. If you can do it. Warrior one right away. Hips come forward. Okay, reaching up, connect the hands. And exhale, plant the hands, stepping back. Heels to the back of the mat. And lower down. You want to do upward dog this time or cobra. Very nice. Love it. All the way back to down dog. And inhale. Left foot comes forward. Right at a 45-degree angle. Releasing any stress, producing endorphins here. Hips come forward, you're doing great. And exhale all the way down. So heels to the back of the mat. Lower. If you want, upward dog or cobra. And exhale all the way back. And pause. This is that paradise. Sink into the shoulders. You can walk your dog a little bit here. So depending on the room that you're in, depending on the heat that you have, I know that people live all over the country, the world that watch this, so you might have even your shins be sweating at this point. You might have your whole body just kind of detoxing. Or maybe not. Maybe you're feeling pretty cool depending on the room. Wherever you're at, we want the heart to be beating. Feeling alive and fully present here. So we're going to go back to low lunge here. Okay, so bringing that right leg forward. We're going to bring those heels, or the left heel up, okay? So finding our equilibrium here. So think of that balance of the inhale, exhale, okay? So we have that right knee over the ankle here. And what we're going to do is slowly just bring that left hand kind of inside the right, inside kind of like the right foot area. So here, find your balance. We're going to reach our right arm up. And I want us to stay grounded here. We're not going to look up towards the sky. We're going to lift our back knee. This is that left knee. Yep, just straighten it a little bit more. Just straighten the left knee. And just reach towards the sky. See if you can stack the shoulders a little bit more. There you go. Find your breath. Wiggle your toes just so you don't take yourself so seriously, okay? So wiggle your toes, wiggle your toes. And exhale, lower the knee. Very nice. And here, we're just going to straighten that front knee. And exhale, recharge. So as we recharge, right hip to the back of the room. So And here, repeat your intention. One more time. Beautifully, you guys. Slowly start to bend that front knee. So we're tucking our left toes, very nice. And we're lifting, just kind of going backwards of where we just went. So what we're going to do first is start to bring that left foot forward, okay? So kind of like we're in a half forward fold. Then we have that right foot that goes back, opposite side. So low lunge here. Now we're going to bring that right hand inside of the left foot. Okay, so remember, you can have your fingertips down, that's fine. Or the hand can be nice and flat. And we're reaching towards the sky. So the key here, you guys, we're looking down at either the left big toe, or you can look somewhere on the mat. That's your drishti, or your focus. Reaching towards the sky. Then start to stack the shoulders, detoxing slightly here through the heart. Lift that back left, or excuse me, that back right knee, okay? So a lot we're juggling here. We have the left knee over the ankle, that back knee is straight, and reaching towards the stars. Deep breath. And exhale, we're lowering down the knee, okay? And then here we have our fingertips back down. Start to relax. Maybe that like right toe, you can bring kind of the top of the foot just nice and flat. And just start to straighten the left knee. And deep exhale. So now that left hip goes towards the back of the room. Beautiful, you guys. Very nice. And notice how my toes are striding towards the mat here. Sometimes I'll see this where the feet will lift. So just try your best to kind of have those toes as flat as possible. So grounding you, humbling you. So this is humbling you through your success. There's a lot of power in that humbleness. Keeps us connecting with others. Start to move that hip a little bit more towards the back of the room. Beautiful. So we're going to slowly start to bring, this is our left hand, okay? So notice how my legs are staying the same. We're just bringing that left hand kind of underneath that left knee, okay? We're going to straighten the leg a little bit more, okay? So here's that balance. Notice how my hand, we're doing the opposite side. We're lifting up towards the sky. So if I kind of look up and I'm looking all around here, I'll probably lose my balance just slightly. You can bend your knee just a little, okay? So you have a little bit of an anchor. But it's really nice here to look down at your left index finger and start to stack the hips. Or excuse me, stack the shoulders. And stack the hips. Try that. Reaching towards the stars. You got this. So we're going to move into our belief system, okay? Sometimes our belief system is actually what creates blocks in our life. It creates kind of a, almost like self-sabotaging towards our goals. So what you want to do is repeat your intention. So I want, let's say, I believe, okay? And fill in your intention. So I believe, and again, you can say universe, God, higher self, or fill in the blank there. I believe, and repeat it. Start to stack the shoulders. Keep your focus. Beautiful, you guys. Great focus. Slowly bring the hands down. So we need to create balance in the body, opposite side. So just come back to table. Nice little neutral position here, okay? Deep exhale. Let's go ahead and move into cow a little bit. Just kind of sink the heart down, sink a little bit, let the hips lift. But instead of lifting the chin, we're just going to go ahead and relax the mind. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift the chin. Inhale, opening through our throat chakra. Press the shoulders back. And exhale back to neutral. So opposite side, we're bringing that right foot forward slightly. Okay, So now we have that right hand that comes underneath the knee. Okay, so if you're not sweating yet, you definitely should be, okay? So just start to work it a little bit more here, really work on that isometric movement. So the toes are coming all the way down, okay? And then here, find your drishti or your focus, okay? So you don't topple over. And if you do, that's totally cool, just go back into it. So no worries, we all fall over every once in a while in life, right? And we get right back up. So reaching towards the stars. Notice if this side is easier or harder, by the way. Okay, so this is the right side of the body. We're opening all through the left brain, our sense of control. But we're actually opening through our left side of our heart chakra, which is really our relationships and our fulfillment. So this can be really good for trust, for closure, for relationships. And here we're going to repeat our belief again, okay? So what do you believe? Your intention. So universe, God, higher self, I believe, and fill in your intention here. You guys are doing awesome. This is a toughie. Beautiful. Slowly, very slowly, so come out of it. You guys are doing great. And slowly start to release the leg. All right, so we're moving to frog posture here. So think of child posture, okay? Knees are as wide as the mat, toes together, heels apart, palms are facing up, and we're just sitting back. So if you're at home, and if the hips are a little bit tight, or you're really new to yoga, you can place back here. You can put like a, like we do bolsters in class, or you can do a little like yoga mat. You can also do like a pillow or a blanket, that's just fine. So regardless, we're sitting back. We're bringing the forehead as close to the mat as possible, even if it doesn't go all the way. Again, you can have a pillow here. And just start to exhale. Relax the heart. So see if you can get as flat as possible. And just trust yourself here. Be patient with yourself. Especially if you're a beginner, or if this has been intense. This is intense for everyone. Trust me, you are not alone. Let the mind go wherever it needs to go. Try not to judge it. It's actually very important when we reflect to notice where the mind goes. And just start to ask yourself why. That can be really powerful. And whatever your answer is, ask yourself why that. And start to just dig a little deeper. And then whatever comes up for you when you ask why, again, just kind of be okay with it. Sometimes we're just not okay with that, or we want to dig a little deeper. So just allow yourself to be okay with that. We're going to keep the eyes closed if possible, and just start to move onto our right hip, onto our bottom here. So here, we're going to have our left foot in front. Actually, let's go ahead and actually connect. I feel like a little hair on me. There we go. Let's go ahead and connect our feet together. Okay, so even though our root chakra is at the base of our spine, we have root chakras in our feet as well. So let's go ahead and connect the feet. Let's ground ourselves a little bit here. And just kind of take your time. Be careful as you go all the way back. Definitely work the body here, so the body might be a little fatigued here. So that's good. We're fatiguing the body so that the emotions and the mind are not fatigued. So think of that basil oil, okay? That was in one of the blends. It was in the Motivate oil. So we're going to place our hands down on the hips at first. And I just want you to take an assessment on the body right here. So the eyes are closed. See if it feels off balance at all. If it feels perfectly balanced. So oftentimes notice if one shoulder feels higher or lower. So if it's the right shoulder, that's your feeling of being in control, okay? That's your to-do list, your chronological thinking. It could be something where you either need to gain more control, you're feeling a little out of control, or maybe you need to ease up a little bit. It kind of can go either way. That's where you need to dig a little deeper on that. On the left side, that's going to be that right brain, okay? So think of those relationships. Think of what's calling out for you, or that fulfillment. It could be something that needs your attention, or something where you need to take the initiative. That can be a big one there. And deep, slow inhale and exhale as we start to slow down the breath. And just start to allow our beautiful energy to expand. So think of when you kind of drop like a stone into a lake. And that ripple effect, that's the effect that each and every one of us has on each other. So when we're in our element and we're following that inner ambition, but it's from the right place, it's not what we're supposed to do, it's really coming from the place of what we want to do, what speaks to us. It's a ripple effect, so it affects everyone around us. It gives them permission to do the same thing. So we're going to slowly start to bring our palm facing up. Let's actually go ahead and place the left hand on the belly here. Let's place the right hand on the upper chest. That just feels right here. And take a nice slow inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And however you want to get comfortable here, we do want to have the palms facing up. If you want to keep the feet where they are, if you want to straighten out the legs, just start to allow yourself to ease into final resting position, or Shavasana. And as we come full circle, just recharging our batteries, just start to think of when you were younger, just looking up at the sky. So wherever you grew up, whatever the weather was like or the climate, we're just kind of being in observation mode. So just looking up the blue sky. If there's clouds in your vision, we're watching the clouds, they go by. And see if, while the mind is kind of busy and jumps around, if you can just start to control that by relaxing your exhale. So deep, slow exhales. And again, just let the mind go wherever it needs to go here. On your next exhale, we're going to slowly start to soften all through the thighs, all through the hips, all through the heart. And just start to let go. at the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want. Be sure that you are making action every single day, or forward motion, towards what this is that fulfills you the most. And really move forward with that fearless confidence, but also make sure that you're taking that time to just really slow down and recharge so you can continue to give from a beautiful space. That's what's really going to allow you to connect to others in the most authentic way and just really allow you to reach the highest version of yourself and reach what it is that you truly are trying to achieve. As you slowly start to come back from your meditation, as you're laying down, just take your time as you start to take a nice deep inhale and exhale. And just start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, just coming back to your physical body. And start to move into the wrists and the ankles. And when you're ready, as you inhale, just start to stretch the arms up, deep stretch, start to point the toes. And exhale, we're going to roll onto our right arm, onto our right side when you're ready. And we're going to place our left hand right on the forehead, right where that intuition is, connecting to the highest version of ourselves. So think of that lavender oil. And just come full circle here with your gratitude. This time you're going to give gratitude for your intention before it's arrived. So you can say universe, God, higher self. Of course, fill in the blank there, whatever speaks to you in your belief system. You can say, I'm so happy and grateful for, and fill in your intention as though it's already in your reality today. So this is a huge step in just creation. Beautiful. As you slowly start to come back, we're going to press ourselves all the way up to comfortable seated position. Do remember that left foot is in front, so we're leading with our fulfillment. And just start to get a little bit more comfy here. Start to come back. Press the shoulders up towards the ears. And we're going to slowly return back, so the left hand is going to touch the forehead. So the highest version of ourself. And then we have the right hand, we're going to lower the hand down to about that orange chakra, so think of the belly button area, okay? Shoulders back. And then as you exhale, go ahead and bring the hands all the way back to heart center. We're going to close our practice. Hands are touching tonight, elbows lifted. Deep, slow inhale and exhale when you're ready. I am truly so happy and grateful you could all be here tonight to take the time to connect to really your inner abundance, your inner courage, your inner sense of creation. Trust yourself. Trust what it is that you're drawn towards, and really move towards that with fearless action and confidence. The divine in me recognizes the divine and light in each one of you. And where these lights meet, we say, Namaste. Thank you so much, you guys. That felt awesome. Take your time as you start to come back. You don't want to shock the body, so you can keep the eyes closed or whatever feels good. I'm sure a lot of you guys, especially if you're in the class or at home or anything like that, have a little bit of a sweat going on, so that's what we want. Nice little detox. Good, 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 good. That's what we want. So that'll really help to release any unneeded anxiety and really just make sure that you're being the most effective, right? And the most productive, but still feeling in that amazing, yummy flow state.